I'm back in my home country to explore one of Italy's best-kept secrets. This, it's stunning Adriatic coast. I'm on a 700-mile journey exploring the extraordinary sights and flavors. Look at that!
Wonderful.
Of the magnificent east coast of Italy. Tranquil and unspoiled, there is so much to explore. From magical Venice in the north to the end of the Adriatic coast.
It's just awesome. Awesome.
I'm nearly 3/4 of the way along my Adriatic journey and heading deeper into Puglia. It's one of Italy's hottest destinations, and my next stop is among its biggest draws. As you live in the Adriatic Sea and heading inland, one thing you start to spot straight away is these little houses with a cone-shaped roof. They're called trulli, and my next place that I'm going to visit is full of them. The trulli capital of Alberobello is a small city with a big history. There are 1,500 trulli here, the largest concentration in Italy. Some date back to the 14th century, which has earned the town World Heritage status. This is one of the most photographed places in Italy. Look at that, it's like a movie set. Mimmo was born and raised here and has dedicated his life to restoring trulli. You know one thing that I've noticed? On top of the trulli, there is a different pinnacle each time. Why is that?
Different pinnacle, different builder. It's the signature of the man that built the construction.
Oh, I see. Each trullo is a different shape and size. Traditionally, peasant farmers would build 2 or more together as a home for their family and animals. This one has been preserved by Mimmo as a museum. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it's nice.
So this is what a trullo used to be.
This house is 460 years old.
Okay. And it's still standing?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Why are they like that?
What's easier to build, a cone on the dome?
I would say a cone.
So trulli are conical houses, a ring on a ring on a ring. Every cone is a room.
Yeah.
And even the dimension of the cone has a meaning. Small cone, easy to make warm during the night, bedroom.
Sí.
Bravo.
Sí. What kind of stone, what kind of material?
This is solid lime stone.
Or would it have a cement in the middle, or?
Gino, nothing.
Nothing. So was stone one on top of each other?
Look.
Oh,
It's
I see.
a dry construction.
The dry stone trullos were designed to avoid property tax, as they could be dismantled in a matter of hours if the inspector called. So this is where they used to keep the animals.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
In a stable. And
What kind of animals, though?
sheep, goats, pigs.
This in the old days. The new trullo, what happens underneath the trullo?
This is a very clever question.
See?
During the Second World War, truly have been turned into modern houses with facilities. The first generation of people pooping in the trolley is my great-grandmother.
Seeing the ancient trulli has inspired me to find out more about the traditional foods that the first settlers here would have made. Which is why I'm meeting Mimmo's mamma, Cosima. Because the trullis are very small, the women in Alberobello, when they have to make fresh pasta, they always tend to do outside in the garden. And I'm just about to meet Cosima here. Hello.
Hello,
Buongiorno.
buongiorno.
And she's now going to show me how to make the most famous pugliese pasta, which is this. Orecchiette. Orecchiette means little ears, due to its shape, and has been made from local wheat since the 1400s. La prima cosa va la semolina.
La semolina.
Believe it or not, Cosima has been making this pasta for over 60 years.
Poi
Poi che ci
mettiamo
mettiamo?
acqua calda.
This recipe is incredibly simple. Cosima adds hot water to semolina flour. The reason why you add hot water is because then it doesn't stick to your finger. What I like about Italian women when they make pasta, no matter what they do, they always look so glamorous. Tutta tipo alla Sofia Loren.
Sì, un po' cornutino napoletano.
Cosima doesn't put any salt or any extra virgin olive oil or anything like that. It's literally semolina and hot water.
Mia madre mi obbligava a farlo.
No.
Sì.
I asked her, when did you learn to do the pasta? And she said 6 years old, because her mom, she used to say to her, well, instead of playing with something that is going to be useless, playing with something that then we're going to eat. I like that. I'm going to use that. Allora,
Tagli,
taglio
strisci, il dito dietro devi andare.
così.
Strisci piano piano, sì, lasciatelo sul dito adesso. Con la mano stessa tu
E
vai.
poi con ah, that's it. So, a little piece, then you put the finger on top of the knife, so the pasta goes onto your index finger, then you turn around, and the job is done. She just showed me another shape of pasta, so where you make the dough a little bit thinner, and then you put the 3 finger in there, you press it down, and you roll it.
Perfetto.
Ah,
Questi insieme si chiamano i maritati.
so traditionally, they cook the 2 shapes together, and they call it maritati, which translate into marriage, because one is, I guess, a boy, and I'm gonna guess this is the girl. No, questa è la femmina.
Più o meno.
I'm really sorry, but that's what she said. What do you want me to say? Now I got my homemade orecchiette, and I can see some beautiful fresh rosemary over there. Let's get on and cook. I'm making Puglia's most famous pasta dish, orecchiette con cime di rapa. The only difference that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some sausages, I'm gonna add a little bit of pecorino, but if you love the shape of pasta orecchiette, this is the plate of pasta that you should do. Put a splash of extra virgin olive oil and sliced garlic into a cold pan. Then add a pinch and a half of chili flakes. I'm using Italian sausages. Now, get the sausage in your hands, you squeeze it to make sure that the skin of the sausage is out and start to crumble it all over the dish. You can really see pieces of proper pork in there with black pepper, a little bit of fennel, so there is no need to add anything else. Wash your hands, remember, because we touch raw meat. Now, I need a herb that can take the heat of the oil, and that is fresh rosemary. Strip the rosemary stalk like that. You start to chop it, and we're gonna fry this one straight away, because if you start to fry the rosemary leaf, all the oil is gonna get the flavor of the rosemary straight away. So all this little secret makes the difference between a plate of pasta and the best plate of pasta. Rosmarino, straight into the dish. So only now is the time where you're gonna switch on the heat underneath the sausage and all the other ingredients. You probably want to do the frying for about 10 minutes, no more than that. Now, let's talk about the cime di rapa. It's a vegetable that is very local in the Puglia region. Cime di rapa is like a broccoli. The only difference is that you probably recognize in the middle here the head of the broccoli, and these are the leaves. So really what we're doing in Italy is we eat the leaves and we don't really eat the head of the broccoli. So if you're at home and you want to replicate this recipe, what you could do, you could use the purple sprouting broccoli. We tend to pick up the top and then all these beautiful leaves right in the middle. I'm just gonna roughly chop them like that. And this goes straight into the pan. Now, there are some chefs that they boil the leaves as well. I don't actually agree to do that because I think once you start to boil the leaves, all the flavor and the nutrition is gonna go into the water. I want the flavor and the nutrition into the pan. Oh, this is perfect. I have one last ingredient, white wine. Make sure that if it's not good for drinking, it should never be good for cooking. So that goes straight in there.
Add the fresh orecchiette to salted boiling water and cook for just 8 minutes.
Pasta is ready. So mix everything together. Okay, this is the most important time when you make this dish. Every little orecchiette, every little shell is coated with the flavor of the broccoli or the sausage, the garlic, the chili. Beautiful. Now, the last thing that I want to add on here is pecorino cheese. I can definitely have this plate of pasta every single day. Siamo pronti?
Prontissimi.
Eccolo qua. Che ne pensi?
Spettacolare.
Se è buono un bacetto, me lo devi dare però, eh?
Certamente sì.
Ok, no, I just said if it's good, I deserve at least a kiss. Ok, per te. Allora.
Mama, I think it's gonna be good like your pasta. Oh,
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
very good.
Spettacolare.
Oh! But,
Mua.
hey,
Salute. Alla bellissima Alberobello.
I've left the Trulli of Alberobello behind, and my next stop is 70 miles south in the Salento region of Puglia. This is a city I've always wanted to visit, Lecce. Famous for its Baroque style.
Now, if Puglia was a movie, Lecce would definitely be the star. Welcome to the Florence of the South.
Lecce is southern Italy's center of arts and culture, renowned for its architecture, papier-mâché statues, and folk dancing. So, who better to show me the sights than local dancer Cristina?
Cristina, we are in the middle of Lecce. I've never been in Lecce. Why people should come here?
Because Lecce is beautiful. She's a surprise for every tourist that will come here. The characteristic is a Barocco style.
Okay. Which is all this architecture, I guess, behind
Yeah.
us.
The Lecce Baroque style flourished in the 17th century. Skilled stonemasons used local limestone to create beautiful facades for churches, balconies, doors, and windows.
What's the specialty of Lecce?
So we have the coffee with almond milk and ice. Almond milk is a specialty of this area.
Nice.
Yeah.
A third of Italy's almonds come from Salento. The hot summers and mild winters provide perfect growing conditions.
Ah, grazie. Prego. So this is the famous coffee with?
Almond milk and ice, but you need
Before.
to share before to drink.
Shake it.
Yeah.
To stir it. Smooth, not too strong,
Sweet.
sweet. I like it. Fueled by the coffee, we press on to see Lecce's most famous craft.
This is one of the most artisanal place for papier-mâché in Lecce.
Hello,
Buongiorno.
buongiorno.
This ancient craft came from the Baroque movement, and Claudio is a cartapesta master.
So the art of papier-mâché here in Lecce, it goes back to 1600. And the reason why they started this, in the old days, some of the churches, because they could not afford things like marble, and because they were very heavy, they tell them to recreate huge statue in water and paper. They are very light. Which I think is a very clever thing, because you would never believe in a million years that it's just water, paper, and a bit of paints. Look at that. Incredible.
Today, along with religious statues, there is a demand for small figurines of the region's traditions.
So one statue like this will fetch up to 70 to 80 euro, and it takes about 4 to 5 hours to make it. Ne possiamo fare una di mia?
È possibile.
See, tell them I'm going to stay
For
here
4
just
hours?
for 4 hours.
With Christina as my guide, there is one thing I have to try before I leave. The pizzica, a local folk dance.
It's 1, 2, 1,
2.
The man is like this,
Yeah.
me like this, and we need to go in a circle.
So do I follow you in the
Yeah.
circle? All right.
The scarf is a symbol of femininity,
Okay.
so you want the scarf, but I never give you. No,
I see.
not like this.
All right, let's try again.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah, all right. So this is, you organize this. All right. So this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You can try today.
Ah, I see.
This is a courtship dance which only ends when the red scarf is given to the suitor, who steals the dancer's heart. I think I'll leave it to the professionals. In the summer months, this centuries-old dance is still performed on the streets here. And for me, the passion of the pizzica sums up the spirit of this vibrant city. I want to cook up a dish that embodies the soul of the Salento region. And I'm going to do it the Italian way, outside on a grill with fresh local ingredients. I'm making a super healthy, super easy dish. Sticky marmalade barbecue chicken skewers with an incredible bean salad.
So the first job we're gonna have to do is the marinade. Get yourself a little bowl here. I'm using orange marmalade. That is gonna give an amazing sticky and sweet flavor to my skewer. There I'm gonna put a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm gonna put a touch of white wine vinegar just to give a little bit of sharpness. Okay? Bit of salt, and then just mix everything together.
For the skewer, I've got chicken, peppers, red onion, and courgettes.
Now let me show you how we put the skewers together.
Cut the chicken into strips and roll it up.
And the reason why I do that is because all the marinade is going to go right in the middle of the chicken, and it cooks really, really fast. And then what I like to do right at the end, if you take the cavity of the onion or the pepper, wherever you want, you just put it on top, and you make like a little cup, like that, so you completely seal your skewer. Now, the only thing that you have to do, get the marinades, and just brush it all over. This is not one of those marinade where it has to sit in the marinade for 20 minutes, half an hour. You can just apply on top of the skewer and cook it straight away because it's very sticky. You can experiment with different jams. You could use apricot jam if you want to do a pork skewer, or you can use cherry jam with a little bit of lamb. You can do pretty much whatever you want. One thing that you need to make sure is that your barbecue is really hot. And this is hot. Oh, yes. By the time that the skewers cook, let me show you what I do with my bean salad. First of all, let me show you the beans I'm using. Zucchini beans, chickpeas, cannellini bean, and then I'm using butter beans. Then I got a little bit of fresh mint. And you want this fresh because when you do dishes like this one, they're healthy, they're fresh, they're colorful. Roughly slice the mint and it goes straight in. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Keep an eye on the skewer, of course. Oh, look at that. These are absolutely perfect. When you turn them, put extra marinade on top because otherwise the top part that is cooking gets dry quite quickly. And also put a little bit of salt. Now, back to the bean salad, extra virgin olive oil. Then I got some thinly sliced red onion. I got celery. I'm also gonna add some fresh fennel. I love fennel because it gives you that beautiful aniseed flavor of freshness into any salad. Touch of white wine vinegar. And then the only thing that you have to do, get your hands in there and gently toss everything together. Now look at the color. This is super healthy, super colorful, and super tasty.
And that's it, all done. Simple, tasty, delicious. Sticky marmalade barbecue chicken skewers and beans.
What would you want more from life? Look at that. I got everything I need. Salute.